Hello, my wonderful raindrops. It is yet again the time of year for my AO3 wrap. Now, I've been mentioning this in my videos, but I would like to clarify this once again because I have had some people ask me. This is curated completely by me. All of the information, all of the categories, all of the data, per se, has been curated by me. I have collected it and I have put it into categories. That way it's digestible for all and myself. And I have made myself my AO3 wrap. I was supposed to do a different type of slideshow than the ones I did last time, but I think I'm going to keep it the same each year around, mainly because it's easier on me. But let's go ahead and start with my AO3 wrap of 2024. We start with the basics. Word count, number of works, number of podfics, bookmarks, and rereads. So, word count. I was not as readable, or I did not read as much as last year. Last year, it was 7 million, around there. It was entering the 7 millions, barely into the 7 millions, and like 60 something thousand. This year, it was 6,009,647. It is not as much, 1 million less than last year. In my defense, though, I did read 134 fics. Yep, that is way more, way more than last year. I guess I read more short fics this year, which is weird. Normally, I read long fics. Which maybe that's why I read a little bit less. Now, on to the word amount, the word count that I read on books. I am wondering, like last year, I did the calculations. I would have roughly read 87 books worth of fan fiction alone. 87. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. Okay, now, as for the number of podfics, this is also less. 24 podfics. I actually have been sitting down and reading a whole lot more than I have been listening. Actually, this year I did not listen to many fan fictions or podfics. I have been reading them. I've actually mastered the art of reading and cleaning, and reading and rollerblading. I have not mastered the art of being able to do that without crashing, but I'm getting there. Now, as for how many fan fictions I have bookmarked this year, that has also lessened. I have bookmarked only 14 fan fictions, and out of all the fics that I read last year, the ones that I had reread this year is 11. Now, on to the next one, the top 5 ships of the year. I would do more, but I don't read enough different variety ships to do top 10. Maybe one day. But number 5, Eraser Mike. I'm still surprised that this is on the screen. And I mean eraser-centric fic. If it's just fics that have Eraserhead or Eraser Mike in it, this would be number 1, because almost every fic I read has Eraser Mike. It's just not Eraser Mike centric. It always changes that way. Now, on to number 4, Todo Deku. This one was actually number 5 last year. It rose 1 more since the year before, so we love that. Now, actually, my top 5 ships have stayed the same. They just change positions. Now, number 3 used to be number 2 last year, but it went down this year, and that is BKDK. I'm sorry, Baku Deku. I have a new favorite out of the Deku ships, and that is number 2, which is I didn't do the black screen. I'm going to click and it's going to do the black. Oh, it did not do the black. Okay, well, it was Shindeku. Shindeku was number 2. And obviously, number 1 will for always be Genfix. Although, I was 40,000, or not 40,000, 400,000 words short of Shindeku winning. I have never gotten that close. Normally, Genfix have like 1 million words ahead. So I was really close this year. I don't know, maybe next year Shindeku will fully win. Who knows? Or maybe some other ship will come around. Only time will know. Only the future Echo will know. Now, top ships of the months. So this is going on what ships I read. Last year, in the last year's AO3 wrap, we were not able to curate this because I did not keep track of this. But this year, we will be able to do that. So for January, Gen Fix were really solid January. For February, it was Shindeku. I was in a Shindeku mode. Actually, February, I have read the most fan fictions at all. I think I read 1 million in that month alone. The shortest month of the year, and the month that I read the most, for some reason. I don't know. I was feeling lonely. For March, Gen Fiction, once again, I went back into my Eraserhead Adopts Izuku arc. I really love Eraserhead adopting Izuku. Now, as for April, we have yet again more Gen Fix because Gen Fix are so abundant. There's so much of it, and I could be as picky as hell as I want with them. As in for May, we have Eraser Mike. May was the time for Eraser Mike. As for June, it was BKDK. We get our first BKDK on the leaderboard. July, which is the month that me and my partner got together. So I'm actually kind of interested. I kind of forgot what July was. It was Gen. I should start predicting by how short and long these are. Gen Fix. As for August, surprise, surprise, once again, Gen. I think I skipped August and I went to September again. Okay, whatever. October. BKDK. BKDK only popped up twice. What? Where's Shindeku? Oh, Shindeku pops up 3 times. No, it pops up twice. Yes. Next is Totodeku for November. I do not know where it came from. This is the only reason. November is the only reason Totodeku is 4th on the leaderboard and not 5th. Okay? I read a really long Totodeku fic. It wasn't long enough to make it to my longest fics. It was just a really long Totodeku fic. It was like 1,000 words short of tying with the longest fic I read this year. But it's a long one. And as for December, Shindeku. Shindeku only appeared on this leaderboard twice, so did BKDK. Gen appeared 5 times because it's Gen. But as you notice, my top ships have to do with the top 5 in the months. So yeah, that cores out. I mean, some honorary mentions is I did read a lot of Ochaka Toga this year. I did read a lot of Hot Wings. Hot Wings is something that was popping up there. But for the most part, I'm pretty basic and I stick to the same ones. Oh, recently, maybe next year, Baku Toto might start showing up on these leaderboards and on the top. I'm starting to diverse in how many different ships I read. So maybe next year we'll get top 10. No, we won't. Let's be honest. I'm going to be reading Shindeku like there's no tomorrow. Top 10 tags of the years. I am low-key debating making this top 20 because there are so many tags. And actually, I have found out a different way to be able to curate all the tags. Normally, I just add tags to the fics myself. But this year, I found a program where I could insert a bunch of words, and it will tell me how many times those words pop up. So, I will be doing that this year, or the year of 2025. So, we will get a way more accurate and tags that you could actually find in AO3 most of the time. So, number 1, normally last year we started from 10 to 1. So, this year we're going to do 1 to 10. And then, I don't know, next year we'll do 10 to 1 or something. I don't know. Don't come at me. Number 1 is Angst. I'm not going to explain myself. Number 2 is Fluff. Those two are obviously going to always be number 1 and number 2. There is no fic that does not have either one. What will change is who is on top. Has somebody tried to make that a ship? Angst and Fluff? Like, humanoid them and then ship them together? No? Somebody get on that. Number 3 is Hurt Comfort, which would technically be Angst and Fluff together. Is that their love child? Anyways, those 3, those are obvious on why they would be there. Number 4, Idiots to Lovers. I love myself a good Idiots to Lovers. Because if they're Idiots to Lovers, I mean, they're pining. And it's a slow burn. But they're also idiots. I also love Idiots to Lovers squared. But we don't talk about that one. Number 5 is Slow Burn. Obviously, I love Idiots to Lovers. So I'm going to love slow burns. Some Idiots to Lovers might not be a slow burn. But some slow burn is not Idiots to Lovers. Actually, most slow burn is Idiots to Lovers. Not all Idiots to Lovers is a slow burn. Almost all slow burn is Idiots to Lovers. Number 6, Aged Up. I was eating that shit up like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Also, Age Down with Eraser Mike. I don't know why I love seeing them get together when they were teenagers. I think I like it a little more than them being adults and then getting together because that's a little bit too much of idiots to lovers at that point. Except Villainous. I loved Villainous. Villainous Heroics was super. I think it's called Villainous Heroics. Yeah. I have so many fics that I've read that have it's either called Heroics, Villainous Heroics. So I think it's that one. But loved it also with At Odds and Ends. That one was a really good one. But for the most part, I really do like seeing them getting together in their teen years. And then occasionally reading some fluffy fic where they're already together and it's an established relationship kind of situation. Number 7, Eventual Smut. Was number 7 last year and it's number 7 this year. I'm pretty sure it was number 7 last year. So yeah, I'm not gonna say much. Just say that the reason why it's so high up is because Eraser Mike has a lot of eventual smut. And that's all I'm gonna say. Number 8, Found Family. Come on. You know me. I love my Found Family. Jen is up there, and most of that Jen is Found Family. Most of that Jen is Found Family. I'm actually surprised Found Family is not higher up. I think I read a lot more diverse Gen fics this year, which is why it's not so high up. Number 9, Quirkless Izuku. I am a diehard for a good Quirkless Izuku fic. I am. They're really fucking good. They're really fucking good. A good Quirkless Izuku fic. Chef's kiss. Absolutely adore. Amazing. Wonderful. Serve it again. Serve it again, please and thank you. Now number 10, Dad Zawa. Dad Mike is, I'm pretty sure, number 13, unfortunately. Yeah. It didn't make it. But Quirkless Izuku did, and I'm happy about that. Because not every Dad Zawa fic has a Dad Mike fic. Has a Dad Mike added into it. Unfortunately. I'm sorry. Who does not ship Eraser Mike? It's practically canon. Now, on to the longest fic I read this year. It is not as long as The Way You Used to Do by Emma Ruh, because holy fucking Christ was that fic long. And I don't think I'm ever going to read a fic that long ever again, because that's like a solid 2-3 days of reading straight, but like still, I'll read like 30 fics, or not 30, but like 5 fics that amount to that amount, or like 10 fics that amount to that amount, but like I'm never gonna straight up just read that much amount in one fucking like fic. I don't know, maybe year 2025 I'll reread Emma Ruh. I'll reread The Way You Used to Do, or finally get to From the Sidelines. I keep hearing about it. I don't know. Maybe I'll read it one day. But today's not that day, and next year is not that year. Just Trying to Survive and Learn to Love Along the Way by Foreplay. This was such a good fic. I loved it so much. It was super cool. It was super cute. I podficked it, and I had so much fun podficking it. I know a lot of you loved it, and it was so amazing and wonderful. It is 180,000 words long, or 180,337 words long. It was a lengthy fic, but it wasn't really super lengthy, obviously. Okay. I do have some fics in my to be read column that are 200,000 words long, so we're going to be seeing a whole lot more lengthier fics. I've kind of been gravitating towards fics that are 10,000 words long, 20,000 words long, 40,000 words long, 50,000 words long, 80,000 words long. So like I have been reading less and less, and Past Echo will hit me. I think I've once mentioned in passing the fact that I really like long fics and that I prefer them over short fics. I now look, 10,000 words long is not enough for me, but like bedtime story, yeah, that's enough, right? I've been having trouble sleeping, which is why I've been reading a lot more short fics, because I like what's it called? Reading while I fall asleep, except I've noticed that while I do that, I start to lose touch on what the fuck I'm reading, because Sleepy Echo is not a good reader. I mean, Wide Awake Echo can't read either way, so Sleepy Echo's no good either. But thank you for joining me this year. Happy New Year's, because I plan on uploading this on my New Year's. So you some of you probably already been in the year for a couple hours, but not me though. I live in PTS. What? PST time, Pacific Standard Time. Right. That's where I live. So I am either 3 hours behind you, 2 hours behind you, 1 hour behind you. 8 hours behind you, 12 hours behind you. I will always be behind you. I've actually not met one time zone that I am ahead of. I'm pretty sure my time zone is the one that is the at the very bottom, the one that gets to the time the last. I'm the last place. And yeah, unless one of you guys want to prove me wrong. Go ahead and prove me wrong. I want to know, please. It's lonely. I don't want to be the last one. We always get eaten. Please. Please. But Happy New Year's for those who are turning New Year's around this time. Hi. Hello, fellow people who live in PTS. PST. PST? EST. Yes, PST. Hello. Those who don't, how's the future like? How's it like? How's 2025? Is it nice? Is it cozy? Yeah, okay. Thank you for your input. But okay, enough fooling around. Enough of this. I had so much fun collecting the evidence, the whole top secret folder shit is getting to me. The data for this AO3 wrap. I had so much fun. Next year I'm gonna do the exact same thing, except I might add some extra things here and there, like top writers. Oh my god. Because I noticed there is some writers that I tend to gravitate towards. Top writers, right? Yeah. I don't know if I should base that off of how many times I've read them or how much words. I think I'll do both. Yeah. That's gonna be so hard. It's gonna be so difficult. Oh, what have I just done to myself? Okay. All right. Well, see you next year for AO3 Wrap of 2025. As always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.